Hey, my name's Avery, and I decided to start a new series called Nintendo Oddities, where I just talk about strange promotions or cool exclusives or pretty much anything I really want to talk about Nintendo related that I just find pretty interesting. So for this series, this episode specifically, I am talking about something that I already have in my collection, but in the future, I'll probably talk about purchases I'm making, or things I'm selling, or things I'm looking into buying, or maybe stuff I already have, just to speak about. So yeah, let's just get into it. This first episode, I'm going to be talking about these Club Nintendo trophies. So, just for some background, Club Nintendo shut down in 2015, which I'm sure every single person already knows at this point, and it was replaced with My Nintendo, which was significantly worse. The rewards were way less interesting. But I digress. So, each of these was available in only Club Nintendo Europe and Australia. So America really got the short end of the stick for a lot of the Club Nintendo rewards, but they were 5,000 star points each. Just so you have some reference, you could get, I think, between like 100 and 1,000 star points depending on what game you register, but I'm pretty sure the average was 250. So if you wanted 5,000 of these, you would pretty much have to never spend any star points on any other reward until these came out. They were very expensive by Club Nintendo measures. So they were released in 2012 as a promo for Mario Kart 7, but later released in 20 they were discontinued and then later released in 2015 during the end sale of Club Nintendo because they were so popular. And yeah, so just a couple cool details about these. They all of them have on the bottom, they have what number it is out of how many were made. So you can see that this was 179 out of 1,592. And just checking out the bottoms, it seems like the most popular was actually the crown. This one had, actually no, that one's 1,540 something. This one was 2,592. So the Lightning Cup was the most popular, which it does make sense. It does look really cool. But honestly, in terms of craftsmanship, I would definitely say this shell is the best. And if you look at this, there were only 516 made of the shell, which is all the rest of these were in the thousands. So that's the hardest one to get, I guess. Which you wouldn't. I mean, I would assume that just because of popularity, the Lightning would probably be the most expensive. But turns out the shell's actually the rarest. So all of mine actually have like pretty low numbers. This one's 996, which isn't very low. But this one's in the hundreds. This one's also in the hundreds, 135. I got them from a variety of different people from around the world. So can focus, yeah. So that's just luck. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little detail for you. To collect all of these that would have the same number would be pretty much impossible because how would you figure that out? Also, why would you want that? I don't know. But yeah, so that's a cool tidbit. Something else you should know is that these were actually released for a Club Nintendo, not a Club Nintendo, a Mario Kart tournament in Europe that, and the winners got a trophy that was much bigger. So it'd probably be like this big compared to this guy. And they were so well received by the crowd that Club Nintendo then decided to turn into little rewards. So yeah, just if you're looking into buying this right now, I would recommend going for the individuals that are in general the least popular because of the pandemic and everyone has having extra income to spend. They have the prices have really shot up through the roof, and these were incredibly expensive to collect. I've been collecting Nintendo stuff for like 4 or 5 years at this point, maybe six, and I can tell you that these took me like 3.5 years to complete this set. I did not buy these all together. The first one I got was a Lightning Cup. Pretty sure I spent like $90 or $100 on it. And then it just got increasingly difficult to find these for good prices. I didn't want to spend more than like $200 on any individual because that's ridiculous. But yeah, another little fact for you guys is that this Lightning Cup actually wasn't released for the original set. It was these 5, and then they released the Lightning Cup afterwards, which is probably why they printed so many of these. But honestly, I'm not really sure. Yeah, so just to talk about the craftsmanship really quickly, this one actually is very light. This is totally plastic. This isn't glass. This is really a lot lighter than the base. The base seems to be made out of some sort of like resin or metal. I can't really tell exactly, but they have weight to them. Like this, the Koopa shell one, this one is heavy. Shell cup. This is heavy. This is like a pound probably. And you wouldn't expect it because it's pretty small. Same with the banana cup. Pretty much all of them, other than the lightning one, seem to be made out of like some sort of metal. But this one's totally just plastic. Yeah. So yeah. If you are looking into getting these and they are advertised as complete in box, I'm just going to show you. I have all the boxes for each of them. And they all pretty much look the same. But just to talk about what it's like to have it complete in box, I'll talk about the shell cup because it's in front. Pretty much comes with this box, has the shell M on it. They all have M. I don't really actually know what that means. And it actually says the number on the box of how many were made. Not for sale, which is funny. So yeah, you open it up, and what you should see, hold on a second, is, I don't want to ruin the box, is it comes with this styrofoam to protect it. And inside the styrofoam, you just have the plastic thing. So the shell cup fits in here. Obviously, it's a cutout of the shell, and then it's safe. When they came new, they were wrapped with this tape. It was honestly a hassle to undo. I'm pretty sure I got this shell cup brand new, but I don't want to have my collectibles just sitting in a box like this when you can take it out and it looks like this. This is awesome. So yeah, in general, I would say these guys are really cool. If you want to pick them up, go for them as soon as possible because they are not going to get cheaper. They are just going to get more expensive, especially with the limited amounts of each of them that were made. Less than 3,000 for each of them for sure, especially this shell guy. I mean, there were only 500 something, 516. That's nothing. So yeah, if you see any of these, I would probably get them for a price at this point between 150 and 200. I would not go for any more expensive, and any cheaper is kind of dangerous. These aren't often faked, but I have seen a couple of ones that were made on like Etsy, and then people try and sell them as refurbished on eBay, which is obviously false. So yeah, that about wraps up my thoughts, all of the facts I have about these guys. They're very cool, very collectible, really awesome to just have if you're playing like a Mario Kart tournament with your friends and you want to make someone feel special because they beat you once in Rainbow Road or whatever. Yeah, so there you have it. And thanks for watching. If you did like this, please let me know. I've never done anything like this before. I will probably do more just because honestly, it's pretty fun. I like showing people what I've found, what I've stumbled across in my years of collecting. And yeah, I mean, feel free to subscribe, like it, tell me if you like this or not, and yeah, I'll continue it if I got some people telling me it's good. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.